Detroit Den 313, welcome back. Steve here. If you see me, you know what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be talking Detroit Lions football. If you're a Detroit Lions football fan, hit that subscribe button. Every day we have Detroit Lions content. Don't miss it. I think I got to talk today a little bit about how Sam Laporta doesn't get the respect he deserves nationally. I know people around Detroit, the Detroit media, all the radio shows, fellow podcasters, they all love Sam Laporta. But every time I turn on ESPN and they're talking about rookies, they're talking about best players in the NFL, I don't hear Sam Laporta's name. Now, I want to talk to you guys about why I think Sam Laporta deserves to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. And it's tough. It's tough for me. I could put my bias aside and just think about this rationally. I know that the Offensive Rookie of the Year usually goes to a quarterback. Usually it's like the Heisman Trophy in college. It's just a quarterback's award. I think CJ Stroud's probably going to end up winning it. And I don't have a problem with CJ Stroud. For those of you who know me, diehard Michigan fan, also said that CJ Stroud was probably going to be the best quarterback in this past draft. Called it. You can go check the videos from back in March, April. I said it on air. It's out there for the public. CJ Stroud's probably going to win it. But Sam Laporta, what he's doing is unbelievable. In all my years, and I'm not the oldest, I'm not the youngest, when it comes to watching football, what I see Sam Laporta doing: 71 receptions, 758 yards, 9 touchdowns already with 3 games left to play. Can he get to 2,000? Can he get to 2,000 yards? It's going to be tough. He'd have to average about 80 yards a game. It's not insurmountable. It's not a crazy number for a tight end, but I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'd be a little surprised if he gets 1,000, but I do think he gets to at least 10 touchdowns. I think he gets at least one more. But the difference between Sam Laporta for me and CJ Stroud is CJ Stroud's not in the conversation for best quarterback in the NFL right now. Right now, today, he's not. You got your Patrick Mahomes, you got your Joe Burrows, your Josh Allens, those caliber of players, Lamar Jackson. You got those guys. CJ Stroud's not in the conversation. Now, if you want to talk about top tight ends in the league, where do you want to put Sam? I think he's number 2. I think he's behind Travis Kelce, who's the best tight end in probably NFL history. So that's without saying. Maybe I'm a little biased here. I'm trying not to be. I'm really trying to just look at this as what we did in the draft. Before the draft, we traded TJ Hockenson, who's probably a top 5, and he's in the top 5. I won't say probably. He's a top 5 tight end. I think what we did was we traded TJ Hockenson and essentially took Sam Laporta. Obviously, I almost said Brian Branch, but that's not who I meant to say. So CJ Stroud, if you take him out of the conversation for Rookie of the Year and you just look at his position, is he the best at his position, or is he even top 5? For me, no, not even close. Maybe in a few years I can see him being there. I think if you get him some weapons, CJ Stroud could be damn good. And I've said that on film. I've said that on this show. CJ Stroud, best quarterback in this past year's draft. Now, let's look at Sam Laporta, already top 5 at his position. I say 2. You guys will not convince me that he's not a top 5. Just can't with a rookie and having, like I said, 71 receptions, 758 yards, 9 touchdowns. Now, it's easy to look at all the offensive production just from a fantasy football standpoint. But what Sam Laporta does in the run game and blocking it's phenomenal. And he's just given maximum effort in the run game. Never misses an assignment. The other day, I was looking around on Twitter. I spent some time on there for some Detroit Lions news. And Brian Baldinger, I'm not sure exactly how I pronounce that, but I know he works for NFL Network. He did a video on Sam Laporta, his blocking against the Chicago Bears, the second game, when we didn't really play too well. Sam, I wish I could have a way to upload it on here, guys. Just technology, that's too advanced for me, if we're going to be honest. I like to come here, talk, upload on YouTube. That's what I do. When it comes to putting videos on here, we'll get to that one day. But right now, I'm just going to tell you pretty much what the Brian Baldinger, what his video was about, man. He broke down all of Sam Laporta's blocking for like 3 games. You can go find him on Twitter. I'm sure it's still on there. You probably have to scroll for a little while. Phenomenal video. I like watching him talk Lions when he breaks down film. And he didn't even look at none of his film was even on receptions or catches for Sam Laporta. It was strictly blocking. And what he does in the blocking game, he does not miss assignments. When they call a run play, Sam Laporta knows exactly who he's blocking. He knows how he's blocking him. We've seen him line up as a fullback and be a lead blocker. That's how much Dan and Ben Johnson trust him in the run game. And I'll be honest, I don't see how Sam Laporta doesn't win Rookie of the Year. I just don't see it. CJ Stroud, phenomenal. I think he's going to be a hell of a pro. I think he's going to be very, very good. But right now, as it stands today, I think if it's going to be criminal if Sam Laporta doesn't win Rookie of the Year. And I kind of felt that way with Hutchinson last year, but I could understand it when they gave it to Sauce Gardner on defense. But real quick, I toot my horn about being right about CJ Stroud, but I also have to confess a sin. When we drafted Sam Laporta, I was nervous. I was scared. And I'll say that it was because of TJ Hawkinson. Didn't work out here in Detroit. We knew he had the skills. We weren't using them right. Knew that the price tag was going to be high. Got rid of him. Saved some money. Got Sam Laporta. I think it's an upgrade. I was scared when we drafted him. I still had the Eric Ebron hangover, the Brandon Pettigrew hangover. Like, just drafting a tight end at that time was scary for me. But I remember being on here and talking about how I think Sam Laporta, I said at the time, I think Sam Laporta will be a good tight end. I did not expect him to be this good, this fast. We hit a home run. And that's all I got for tonight, guys, or for this morning. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. When we turn on ESPN and we're watching like First Take and all those shows, I never see any Detroit Lions mentioned other than by Dan Orlovsky because he's a former Lion. I just never see, like, we're not getting the love. So if we're not getting the love as a team, I know Sam Laporta ain't getting the love as an individual. So we got to show him a little bit on here. Hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button for me. It helps me out a lot, guys. I will be back this afternoon with some more content. Have a good Thursday.